Hello, I'm your superhero critic, and I'll stay super as long as you stay awesome. And I love horror. It's October, Friday the 13th. So, why not go into detail with some Friday the 13th related comics? So, that being said, starting now, every Friday the 13th, a new tradition of reviewing a comic book related of the Friday the 13th franchise. Today's comic takes place right after the events of Freddy vs. Jason, a couple months afterwards. So let's dive, without further ado, straight into Friday the 13th special. Weird title, but that's it. We begin where most Friday the 13th films start, with a couple in a van. The girl, Pam, thinking she's heard something. Groove on, you're so 80. Stop talking and you know what. Yeah, 'cause I can't do anything with your tongue. Oh, wait. That's what you meant. Continue. We jump to a group of military men in the forest who are complaining of their job of fighting Jason, which ends with the one named Joe being cut in half.
Talk about a splitting headache.
The other man gets scared shitless and shoots wildly, ending with his head literally punched off his body, with the men on the radio shouting about reinforcements, while we look at Jason standing over the man's head, smashing it under his foot. Jason, I do believe you have something on your shoe. Might want to get that off. We go back to our lovely couple, who again hear noises, but the guy does what he can do to get back to business. Always remember, in a horror movie, when in doubt, boobies out. We drop back to 2 months ago, where we see a pair of twins discussing the lake property being destroyed by monsters, stating that the events could leave them bankrupt. Back to the present, where we find two more militia stumbling upon the others' dead bodies. It's your whole generation. You kids got no heart. And neither do you. The other soldier calls for backup and throws a grenade. We jump back to the couple in the van shortly as the military man is celebrating early, only to watch Jason's body heal in front of him before getting his gun and torso ripped away from him. Aww, Jason just wanted a hug. You're the one that pulled away from him. We go back to 1 month ago, and we see Laura hiring the man in charge of the militia, where her brother interrupts, saying not to care because it's not their problem, as we get a flashback page showcasing what happened to Jason, explaining the first film before resuming to the present, where more men are trying to shoot Jason down. One guy gets punched so hard his head goes through his body. At least he got some head before he died. The other shooter happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time as he is catapulted into the sky, and while our lovely couple has their fun, the guy goes headfirst into their van. That guy is so screwed. At least somebody is. Hey, mister, it is my job to make the jokes here. And ma'am, please put a shirt on. Laura is in a helicopter above Jason, and the driver shines a light on Jason, beginning fire as Jason's response is to throw playground equipment. Well, I guess Blake should have ducked. Laura declares it can't end the way it has as the copter crashes into a tree. Laura swimming to the surface, pulling out a belt of grenades, trying to blow Jason up in her rage. She thinks she's safe inside the lake, but Jason just responds by throwing his machete into the tree, letting the copter deal with her and walking away. Come on, Laura. No reason to go to bits over everything. Comic then ends with the couple thinking that everything is okay as they go to kiss, are met with Jason's blade as we stare into the eyes of our serial killer. This comic is not that bad. It covers all the bases and then even expands on the Friday the 13th franchise. That being said, no, there's not going to be another Friday the 13th for a while, but I still think I had some fun. That being said, I'm your superhero critic. I'll stay super as long as you stay awesome.